So, Bob,
Yes.
thank you so much. We've had this event. Tell us a bit about this event and its importance.
All right, so today we are celebrating those students that we are taking to the US. Right now we have about 7 students that already have visas, but also we expect about 50 students, and that's what we were here for, basically to celebrate them and also meet the rest of the students. We had invited most of the other students that are also in the program, and yeah, so we wanted just to celebrate them and wish them, goodbyes as they go to the US.
How important is it for even the remaining students who are in the program? How important is it to have this luncheon to their personal ambition?
This luncheon inspires them to do well in whatever they are doing, because that whole process of going to the US actually requires a lot of effort from the students, and them coming here and being with the rest of the other students who are going to the US, it makes them feel that they can achieve this and be able to go to the US. So that's also why we invite them, for them to come and celebrate together. Yes.
So clearly, Upstate America and the Airlift Circle has grown. Tell us how it has grown and what does that mean to you? How do you feel about that?
First of all, we are very happy that the program is catching steam. Initially, when we started this program in 2018, we didn't have a lot of people. In fact, actually had like 3 students. And right now we are talking about almost 4, in fact, actually over 400, including the prior students. So we are very happy and very proud of what we are doing. We are growing tremendously in the program. You see, also in my company, it's not just the airlift program. We do other things, especially in the US. We do IT training programs, we do placement services. But seeing this Kenya Airlift growing the way it's growing, we are very proud of it, because we are basically touching lives one by one. And if we can be able to touch more lives, that's really what we want. And we are very, very happy that that is happening right now.
For the first time, this event has been happening for a while, but this is your first time to be here in person. So tell us
Correct.
about that and how you feel.
Yeah, so we've had 3 luncheons. This is the 3rd one, and I've never attended any of those. We started the program in 2018. That's the last time that I was in Kenya. So I've never had a chance of being in the event physically. I've always attended the event online. And it's quite different from actually being physically here. So today I had a chance of seeing all the students, meeting a lot of them, one-on-one, them reaching out to me and we talking. So it's kind of like a different experience altogether. I loved it. I enjoyed being with the students, and I look forward to more of these because there's a lot of students that are joining the program. I think I'm going to be spending a lot of time on this side. In terms of making sure that everything is working fine, because on this side it's usually Honorable DMK who is working on matters to do with the students. But also now that there's a lot of students coming, also I'll be coming this side more. So even I might be here in August for the next one.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that as well.
And you've talked about August, so tell me about the future plans of, the Airlift Circle and Upstate America. So far, you've taken this number. Now you're looking forward to how many more going?
For this January, like I said, we were expecting about 50, because those that have already gone through the process of applying to schools and all, I think we have more than 60 students, so we're expecting about 50. If all goes well with the embassy, because now they released an email saying that they are closing the embassy, they are not doing any visa interviews from next week. But we hope maybe they might open in January. If not, we already have 23 with the visas and 4 with pending applications that they just needed to submit extra information. So, but those are the ones that we are sending in January. But in terms of now the expectation for the upcoming batch, which is for August, I believe we should have more than 100. Because in the program right now, over 400, so there's a lot of students currently doing GMATs and all that, going through the process.
Yes.
So at least 100 we should take in August.
Wow.
Yes.
Well, and one thing that we have seen is that the students who are going, they represent Kenya,
Yes.
the face of Kenya. Tell us more about that and how important it was for you not to just concentrate on one area, but also to spread it out.
Yeah, so I come from Meru. And initially, when we started the program, we started reaching out to students from Meru, from DMK's ward. But we thought about opening up the program to the rest of the Kenyans, and we are very, very happy to see that this program is taking care of every Kenyan across the country. You know, wherever you come from, whichever county, we don't care where you come from. And in fact, actually, I have so many students from other counties apart from Meru. In fact, actually, Meru, they are not the majority in the program. So we are very, very happy about that. Now, when these guys go to the US, basically we don't even say they come from a certain county. You're basically all Kenyans. And what we are trying to do in the program is to build a community of brilliant Kenyans in America who can do some amazing things, all right? Not just in the US, but also back here in Kenya. Okay, even those that we take to the US, we expect them also to come back and give back to the community as Kenyans. So we are very, very excited about that. So basically our goal is to build a community of brilliant Kenyans in America, doing some amazing things, you know, and hopefully we'll be able to achieve that.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, we have seen and we have heard from the Dean of the University of Nairobi.
Yes.
Tell us about the partnership you have with them and what that means to the SACCO and the program that you're doing.
All right, yeah, the reason why the Dean was here is because we had reached out to him when I came to Kenya in October. We reached out to him because we wanted to have an official partnership with the university. And it's not just actually University of Nairobi. We've also reached out to Machakos University, Meru University, Chuka University. We basically want to reach out to as many universities as possible here in Kenya because that's where the brains are. Okay, so we want to be having like a working relationship with them, an official relationship with them, where you can be able to access their students, be able to present the opportunities to study abroad to their students. And we look forward to having that collaboration with the University of Nairobi because it's one of the biggest universities in East and Central Africa. So the fact that the Dean was here, it gives us that hope that it will happen. And he's very much interested, he's very supportive of this, and I believe that very, very soon we'll be able to have an official partnership with the schools.
Okay. Yes. And speaking of partnerships, you guys are doing a service to the community, and our economy is going to benefit, not just the students, but Kenya as a whole.
Yes.
So we have seen and we have heard from a member from government, senator.
Yes.
What does that mean to hear them say that they want the government to support this? What does that mean to you?
So when the government is into the program, it validates what we are actually doing. You see also, even Honorable DMK, when I thought about bringing students to America, Honorable DMK was not there. He heard about it, and then he reached out to me. That was the first time that actually someone from, because he's part of the government anyways, so that was the first time that actually someone from the government felt like this is something, yeah. And at that point, I was also very happy that he was joining me to be able to airlift the students into the US. And the fact that Honorable Isaac Ngugi talked about possibilities of having the Ministry of Education getting into this and supporting us, that's very, very important to us because that validates everything that you are doing. And you see, when the government is in, it becomes also very easy for us to go out there and talk about the program, you know, because one of the main challenges that we've been having in the program, especially when you are new, is because a lot of people didn't trust what you are doing. So a lot of people, and I mean that's normal. You see, a lot of people, they haven't seen something very nicely done like this, where we are supporting the students on everything, from basically once they join the program through the whole process, you know, taking care of their air tickets and everything, all the expenses that are, you know, associated with relocating to the US, and of course taking care of their school fees and everything. So people haven't seen something like this, you know, and a lot of people ask questions like, why are you doing this? Like, what's the catch, you know? But now having someone in the government and having, you know, like a Ministry of Education supporting us, that now removes all the doubts from anybody out there, and they can take up these opportunities, because I believe there's so many out there that they probably they don't join the program because they have those doubts that maybe it's not a genuine program or things like those. But all I want to encourage, all I want to tell anybody who is out there is that this is a very genuine program. You can see our fruits, those that we are taking. So so they can join. They don't have to be convinced by anybody because this is a very, very genuine program that is supporting and trying to help brilliant Kenyans who want to go and study in the US.
Hey.
You're watching Success with Bob Mwiti Show, presented to you by Upstack America. Upstack America is a consulting company that helps immigrants find amazing higher education and job opportunities in the tech industry in the United States. You can find our programs by going to www.upstackamerica.com. Upstack America, we wake you up to the unlimited potential within you.
Now that you are from that side,
yes,
and we've had success stories of guys relocating from Kenya and getting their placements in different universities in the United States, is it worth it? Are they doing well? Are they performing, to the level best that we expected? So tell me about that.
Well, actually, Kenyans are very sharp, because even those that we've taken, you see, also this program contains the sharpest brains in the country, and those Kenyans who have gone there, the students who have gone there have not disappointed us. They are doing amazingly well. In fact, actually, that's why most of them, they have full graduate assistantship awards. Remember also one of the students who was here, who was talking about his experience in the US, he's on a full graduate assistantship award. That student went on a half graduate assistantship award, basically meaning he was on half scholarship, and after the first semester, he was able to get a full scholarship, which is amazing because the school is basically taking care of his tuition fees, and of course also they give him a stipend on a monthly basis, which takes care of all his expenses on a monthly basis. So and pretty much all the students that we've taken to the US, all of them, like 99, I think it's only one student who doesn't have a full graduate assistantship award. So they are doing well. You can't get that if you are not doing well academically. So we are very happy that they've gone there and they are working hard towards getting their masters. And of course, after that, then we'll try and see how they can be able to take up the opportunities that present themselves over there.
Okay.
Yes.
3 final questions.
Yes.
The first one I will ask is simply this. Why should we use the airlift supplement? What is unique about it?
The airlift program, So basically, the reason why you had this program is to support, to take care of all the problems that a lot of bright Africans or bright Kenyans go through, One of them is funding. 2 is finding good jobs either in the US or back in the country. And 3, actually the issue of immigration papers once you're in the US. You see, I went to the US as an international student and I faced a lot of these challenges. And that's one of the main reasons why we really formed the program. A lot of Kenyans who go there, they are not able to get the funding. School is very, very expensive in the US. They have issues with visas. In fact, actually, about that percent of Africans get, only that percent of Africans get visas. So 70% get denied student visas. And you see in our Kenya Airlift program, our approval rates at this point is about 90%. Okay, so it means you are doing things the right way. And that's really what also the US government want to see. They want to see someone who is actually going to the US and going to study. Not someone taking a bank statement from their uncle, their aunties, and then claiming that that's the person that's going to pay for their education, because that's really what most of the students do. And it's so sad. Me, I always see these cases all the time. They come to me, they say, hey, Bob, I got denied visas, and ask them why. I asked them, how was your funding? Who was funding you? They all claim, oh, my uncle, I had a bank statement from blah, blah, blah. So that's one of the main reasons. So it's good to join this program because this program basically helps you with everything that you need for you to actually go and study in the US. And you have a very high chance of getting a visa, because even at the embassy, actually, they keep on asking our students, are you from the airlift program? And the moment they say that, and then they usually get the visa. Not to say that we have an official partnership with the embassy, but actually I think the US embassy have started seeing that there is a certain profile of our students that they are seeing wherever they go to the embassy, and they can clearly see that these are genuine students who are going to study in the US and they get visas. So it's very, very important for anybody who is out there who is very smart, for them to actually join this program, because this program will support them all the way to the end, not just going to the embassy or just going through school, but also once they graduate from school, then what next? Because they have to figure out how not to transition from being on a student visa also into now getting a job and being on a work visa or an employment-based green card. Yes.
Second final question. You talked about the partnerships that you're developing with universities here.
Yes.
But you're also doing the same in the United States.
Correct.
Tell us about that.
Well, yes. See, this program cannot be successful if we don't have all these collaborations that we are trying to have. Now, in this Kenya Airlift program, we recently signed a collaboration with the University of Alabama in Huntsville, and this is huge for us because you see now, anybody who's coming through the program and going through the application process to those schools, it becomes much more easier when you have that official working relationship with the universities. So the applications are processed much more faster. They also consider students, as on a priority for graduate assistantship awards or scholarships. So it's very, very important that we have these partnerships. Yeah. We are not just looking at one school. In fact, actually, we are looking at possibilities of finding other universities that can work with us. Right now, we have, we're in the pipeline. I mean, there's a collaboration agreement that is in the pipeline with Grand Valley State University. And it's all because we've already sent students there. So they are more willing to work with us. So that's really also what we're trying to do, right? So even those universities that we haven't had any official partnership with, basically what we are trying to do is send students there, and then now they start seeing the caliber of students that we are sending there, and now we reach out to them and tell them, hey, you know what, I think we can have a working relationship with you guys, and they'll come on board. So it's very, very important that you're having those official partnership with those schools. You've been watching Success with Bob Mwiti Show, brought to you by Upstake America. Come back next time to hear more steps and missteps that I took on the path to becoming a successful immigrant in USA. Be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel and also follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn.